Hey everybody, sweet spirits, how are you doing today? We're back at BJ's Book Corner, and we have another very exciting book. Now, I know a lot of people out there like action. I know I do. And this book, Creative Visualization, is a fabulous book about taking action and making changes in your life. Now, making change is not always an easy thing. I know that changing habits, getting rid of old behaviors is not a simple thing. And creative visualization was a tool that I used to really make changes. Now, I got to tell you, I'm going to warn you about something here. When you make changes really quick and you realize how powerful you are, that's frightening. When I first did this, I really manifested some realities quickly. And it scared me so much to realize that, wow, I'm in control of my life. I am the one deciding how my life is going. When I realized that, I ran away. I ran away because, wow, I wanted to play the victim a little longer. And then eventually, of course, I came back realizing that, wow, we're empowered. And that's a wonderful thing. Now, this book is practical applications on empowering yourself, making the positive changes you want in your life. I remember my dad had on the bookshelf. Ronnie Day and I used to always go look at the bookshelf and see what kind of books Mom and Dad had. And Norman Vincent Peale was very popular back then in our parents' age. And one of those books was How to Win Friends and Influence People. And I think another book that he wrote was The Power of Positive Thinking. And there's been a lot of, oh, does that really work? Well, just thinking positively, that's not quite enough, as I've learned. What it is about being positive, learning to change your sense of being and belief. And that's what this book does help to do. Now, it's a series of exercises and meditation based on the fact that you can actually change situations, feelings, moods, things, and physical things around you by visualizing it. It teaches you all the techniques to visualize that, gets you into a wonderful meditative state, and then you can really make changes when you're at peace. Now, once you're in that relaxed state, you're going to do a visualization. There's many different techniques. We won't go through all the details. I'm assuming you're going to pick it up. But I want to share a personal experience with this that I had. I remember that I was having horrible, believe it or not, in my younger days, in my 20s, being the glam that I am, you can't imagine this, but I was a little jockette. Oh, I was at the aerobics studio constantly, and I had this horrible athlete's foot. Now, I had tried everything, the Tinactin, the Mycotin, dry socks constantly, and it never went away. I had it for a year, really horribly, just cracked between the toes. Not pretty for a gal like me. And I was really pretty disturbed by it. But I was doing a little spiritual discovery and came across this book. Well, what I did was I put the meditation, the healing meditation, and remember the color gold. The color gold is a very healing thing to infuse through your body. And I did a meditation for 3 nights in a row, imagining perfectly healthy, beautiful, and soft, supple, and sexy feet. And you know what? Within 3 days, I've been working at this for a year for drugs, no more drugs, but within 3 days, the athlete's foot was cured and has never returned. I was like, whoa, this is good stuff. This is really good. And I think, you know what? The reason it worked was because I believed it would. And that's the key right there. If you believe, it will happen. Now, here's where I got scared. I was pretty empowered by that. But I got scared. I was having trouble with my boss. I don't know. You could say I'm outspoken and have a way of my own. And I was pretty well liked at the job. But I never got along with this man. He was a little bigoted, a little chauvinistic. We had words quite constantly. Little but of the egos. And I didn't think it would ever get better. And then one night, I did a meditation, and I imagined what a fabulous conversation would be like with this person, and what kind of a relationship I wanted. And in the dream, in the vision that I had, It was perfection. It was talking back and forth, curious about each other's lives, just really, really nice. Well, the next day I returned to work. And you know what? That stuff was out of my mind. But I just, as normal, when I was done with my shift, I went up to the bar. It was a restaurant. Had my martini. And this person had the day off, but guess who shows up? They had never sat next to me before. They came right up and said to me, you know, BJ, you are a very talented woman, and I don't know you very well. I think it's time we change. Let's get to know each other and appreciate each other. Well, the most fabulous, wonderful conversation ensued. We got along from that day on. We appreciated the differences, and we created a new reality. And that's what this book can do for you. Now, don't let it scare you like it did me at that point. Whoa! I went over the top and had many martinis for years to come. But don't let it scare you. You are empowered, and this book will help you get there. Creative Visualization by Shakti Gawain. Fabulous book. You have a good afternoon, sweet spirits. Bye-bye. It's been BJ's Book Corner.